Hello again and welcome back. Now that you have chosen the best web page layout for your website and have some pro tips to achieving the greatest results, you may be tempted to jump right into design. However, the next step in a successful web design project is to have a well-organized strategy in place before beginning the design and the development process. To apply this important strategy, you must first build web page wireframes and define the content hierarchy. A web page wireframe is a visual prototype of a web page that focuses on content, layout, and behavior. It doesn't include any styling, colors, images, text, or graphics. It's like a blueprint to a house that shows the plan for the plumbing and the electricity without the interior design. Wireframes are simple layouts that visually show the approximate location for all of the graphics, photos, icons, content boxes, videos, headings, subheadings, and text on the page. Completing this initial wireframe step first will allow you to quickly make any adjustments to the content placement and make the final design and the development process easier and much faster. Wireframes will allow you to build the foundation first, determine proper content placement, clarify what graphics and content will be created, which will save you several hours later. There are several wireframe builder programs available like Balsamiq, Figma, Mockups, and InVision Studio. These are all great systems to quickly and easily mock up your web page layouts and wireframes. However, I prefer to use a design program called Sketch. Sketch is actually a complete vector-based design program that is an excellent alternative to other more expensive design software options like Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. Although Sketch may be overkill for just laying out web page wireframes, I personally find it extremely useful because once I have completed the wireframe, I can then easily start adding actual content to the design phase. Plus, once a web page has been designed, Sketch also allows the ability to quickly and easily export all the web page elements for development. While creating web page wireframes, you will be deciding where content will be placed and the hierarchy of that content on the page. There should be a well-defined strategic approach to how your web pages are structured. Your web page should invite the visitor on a journey. The audience has landed on your web page for a reason. They are searching for a solution to a problem or a pain point that they are experiencing. It is your job to not only provide that solution, but to empathize with them, explain the benefits, describe who your solution is for, explain why your solution works, why it's the best solution, what results your customers can expect, what they will receive, how they can take action, and finally, your webpage must give them confidence and peace of mind that they have made the best decision. If all this sounds familiar, it's because this is the exact same information that you've been defining throughout this entire course. All you need to do now is to present this information and communicate the message in a hierarchy that leads your audience to the solution that they are searching for. This strategy can be applied to any design. So regardless of the web page layout that you defined in the previous lesson, here are my recommendations on how you should apply brand strategy to any web page so it leads your visitors to a call to action. The top section of your website should highlight the problem that your products or services solve. This can be in the form of a question or a bold statement. The next section should immediately explain the benefits. I recommend using bullet points, icons, or simple content boxes to highlight this information. Keep these short, to the point, and only explain the top benefits. This should not be a long list of every feature that your products or services provide. After the benefits section, you need to let your visitors know exactly who your products or services are for. This should be your target demographic. Make them feel that they have finally discovered the best solution to their problem. Next, you will want to ease their fears and calm their minds by demonstrating why your products or services work, why you are the best solution for them, and what are the results that they can expect. This is also the perfect opportunity to display testimonials, social proof, or 5-star ratings to build trust and show credibility. Now that you have your visitors all warmed up and they are feeling optimistic about finally solving their problems, you need to explain exactly what they will be receiving. This may include a list of features, services, or perhaps infographics and product descriptions. This entire journey finally ends with a big and bold call to action. Depending on the goals of the page, this may be a buy now button, a book a service appointment form, a phone number, a lead capture form, or a download link. One more element that you may want to consider adding to the bottom of your webpage is a frequently asked questions section. This can be very helpful to answer the most common questions that your business receives about your products or services. I'm sure you are excited to get started on your layouts and wireframes. However, let me provide you with some additional final pro tips on how to structure the most effective web pages. Pro tip number 1, design your web pages so they create a short story that leads the visitor through a journey to a call to action. Pro tip number 2, when designing wireframes and web pages, try to get as much important content, including a call to action button, above the fold. This is the viewable browser space before the user has to begin to scroll. Pro tip number 3, current statistics indicate that over 65% of website visitors will be using a mobile device to access your website. Therefore, your website must be accessible, easy to navigate, and offer an enjoyable and intuitive user experience regardless of the device. Pro tip number 4, you'll want to add a call to action button above the fold, at the bottom of the page, and also strategically place additional call to action buttons throughout the page so there's always one visible while the visitor scrolls. Pro tip number 5, keep your wireframes simple. Don't get bogged down with the design elements, page copy, and colors at this point. Use placeholder text and images for now. You will swap them out later in the design process. Pro tip number 6, don't skip the wireframe step. These wireframes will save you many hours of time later in the design and the development stages. They will also help you determine the flow and navigation for your entire website. All right, guys, that is it for now. Be sure to review and complete the action guide for this module, and I will see you in the next session.